Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you 10 out of 10 Arabian fragrances. These are fragrances that I feel will check off a lot of boxes for a lot of people. They are absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. So if you're interested in seeing these fragrances and hearing about them, then please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back. Let's get into these fragrances. Before we do that, I just want to acknowledge those of you who are new here. Thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail. On this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle. So if any of those things sound good to you, then I would love to have you here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. These 5 fragrances are fragrances I've talked about previously on the channel. I've probably mentioned most of these in a couple of different videos. So I will briefly discuss how they smell and put the notes on the screen. However, if you want more details on these fragrances, I will link the videos where they were referenced throughout this video so you can click those links and refer back to those videos. Anywho, let's jump right in. I'm not supposed to be filming today, but this video was calling my name and I just had to sit down and get it out, so here it is. So this first fragrance is one that I've mentioned countless times before, and one of my lovely subscribers recently told me that it was pronounced Amber Rhythm. I don't know why, but my eyes flipped the Y and the T. Rhythm is not spelled correctly, but this is definitely Amber Rhythm. This is Afnan Edith's Amber Rhythm. So hey subby, thank you so much for helping me out with the pronunciation of this fragrance. This fragrance is absolutely luxurious. This is a luxurious fragrance, luxury in a bottle. And as a matter of fact, all of these fragrances have an element of luxury in a bottle. So to a lot of people, it smells like a mixture of Hamra, Lattafa's Hamra, and Baccarat Rouge 540. And that's pretty much what I am getting. A very creamy, thick, sweet, dense BR 540 type of fragrance with a prominent saffron note. And I think it's pretty consistent with people that get Angel Share or Hamra. This is just a very creamy, thick, sweet, dense, slightly lactonic version of that. So not only does this smell amazing, but the projection, when you first spray this, people will smell you, it will fill up a room. After about the first 4 hours, it definitely gets a little bit softer, but it still projects and has the most beautiful sillage. This is a sillage that definitely sits in the air, and then this lasts all day. This will be on your clothes until you wash your clothes and probably after you wash your clothes. For me, in my household, I use very softly scented and sometimes unscented detergent, and this will still be on my clothes after the clothes are washed. So this is an amazing fragrance. I think right now you can get this for under $50. So y'all, this is an amazing fragrance for an amazing price. It's super affordable, and quite honestly, I feel like it's a steal. I feel like it should not be so affordable because of how good it is. So this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance because number one, it smells amazing. It smells luxurious. It has that very refined, sophisticated, expensive touch that Baccarat Rouge 540 has with the saffron and sort of that airy vibe. But then it also has those very warm, silky, and creamy elements that fragrances such as Lattafa's Hamra have, where they smell very thick and cozy and sweet and dense and delectable. So this is an amazing fragrance. I do believe you can wear this year-round, although some may prefer this in the fall and winter due to how heavy it is, but I don't think it's too heavy to wear in the springtime. Now in the summer, I definitely can see this becoming a little bit more cloying, so I would reserve this for evenings in the summer, but this is a year-round fragrance in my opinion, and it is so beautiful. I'm gonna try to move through the rest of these fragrances a little bit more quickly. So again, I will link the videos where I've mentioned these fragrances for you all throughout. So the next one is Swiss Arabian's Shaga UT Tonka. This is a fragrance that if you do not have it and you enjoy sweet fragrances, you enjoy creamy fragrances, slightly lactonic, sugared fragrances, you definitely want to get your nose on this one or go ahead and purchase it because it's very affordable and such a quality fragrance. This one smells like sugared almonds. In the opening, you get a sugared almond with a cherry nuance, and then it develops into a sugared tonka. So it's very creamy, slightly nutty. It has a slight lactonic nuance to it. It's so delicious smelling. This is a unisex fragrance that I think many people will enjoy. Even if you're not necessarily the biggest lover of very sweet fragrances, you'll probably still enjoy this because the one thing that makes this one unique is it has a little bit of a freshness to it. It's not a freshy, that's not what I mean by fresh. I just mean that although it has those really nutty, sweet, very delectable type of notes in it, it is simultaneously bright. So you can wear this year-round, any occasion, any time of the day, and it will be perfect in any setting. So this smells amazing, it smells expensive, and it's very versatile. And although this one doesn't have the biggest projection or sillage, this is one that you will definitely smell the entire day. It's extremely long lasting. So I love this fragrance because it's an everyday fragrance. It's non-offensive, it smells delicious, it smells expensive, and it is long lasting. So this is Shaga UT Tonka by Swiss Arabian. Now, this next fragrance is one that I would reserve for the fall and winter, but this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. This is Lattafa's Hamra Kawa. Hamra Kawa is a fragrance that I would pay top dollar for, as I've mentioned previously. This fragrance smells absolutely expensive. It is so luxurious smelling, and the notes in here are just amazing. Beautiful, very beautiful notes. I love how sticky sweet this fragrance gets in the mid. I love the candied fruits and the praline that are in this fragrance. It also has a very light coffee note, which I think is so beautifully done. And that's one of the things I love about this fragrance. It's so beautifully blended. I think the blend is what makes this absolutely amazing. And another thing is that this is one of those really good projectors, and it has a sillage that sits in the air. So after you have passed by someone, the sillage will sit in the air for a good little second, and they'll be able to appreciate your fragrance. That's the kind of fragrance this is. This is another one that is not overly sweet at all. I do believe this is perfectly unisex. It does not lean one way or the other. It can be enjoyed by anyone, and this is a fragrance that is also not overly sweet. So although the composition and the notes would have you think this is super sweet, it's not overly sweet. It does have candied fruits, and it does have a praline that give it a little bit of a sticky component, but it's not a fragrance that's overly sweet. This is very refined. It smells super duper expensive, and you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. Now for me, because of where I live, this is fall and winter, and I don't have that big of a dent in here because you do not need a lot. A little bit of this gives you amazing projection. So this is Lattafa's Hamra Kawa. This next fragrance is one that I have spoken of recently here on the channel, and this is a new discovery and a new love for me. Not only is the fragrance absolute perfection, the sillage and the longevity are extremely impressive. And this is none other than our Moths Club de Nuit Impériale. So this is a dupe for Parfum de Marly's Delina Exclusive, and in my opinion, this is better. This is better. I think not only is this fragrance extremely similar to the original, I believe that it is better. I believe it's better blended. I believe it's more likable. I think the way the top notes are done in this fragrance is a little smoother. This is easier to enjoy, and this is a compliment getter for sure. Not to mention you get 3.6 fluid ounces of fragrance for such an affordable price. If you're on a budget, it's a no-brainer. You need this one in your collection. It smells luxurious. It smells feminine. It's soft. It's creamy. It's floral. It's just such a great fragrance, y'all. I love how this fragrance is both soft, feminine, floral, very girly, very sophisticated, but it also has this really creamy and cozy component. I think that's what makes this fragrance just so addictive and so alluring. So this is one that I have talked about recently. You definitely need this if you don't already have it. This one is 10 out of 10 because it smells expensive. It smells almost exactly like the original. I would say 95 to 98% similar. I think this one is better blended. This one is smoother, more likable. But this one is also a great projector. If you spray just a little bit of this, it projects at more than an arm's length. And then the sillage, again, this is one that it clings. It clings to the air, it sits in the air, and people will definitely smell you for a little bit after you pass by. Longevity is all day. That's how amazing this one is. Someone who is familiar with the Delinas would not be any wiser as to whether you had on Delina Exclusive or this one. So again, this is our Moths Club de Nuit Impérial. So I saved my latest obsession for last in this video. This is one I've just done a dedicated review and comparison video for. And this is Haramain's Janoon Rose. In my video, I talked about how Janoon Rose is a dupe for Amouage's Blossom Love. This is a 93 to 95% dupe. This fragrance is femininity in a bottle. It is so soft, delicate. It has a modern rose. It's slightly sweet. It has character and personality with that amaretto note. It has nutty touches. It's slightly creamy. It's sweet. It opens up bold with a beautiful cherry blossom note. And then you start to pick up on the amaretto, the rose. By the time this dries down, you still get that soft amaretto soaked rose, but it's cloaked in like powder. This is ultra feminine. This is one that my husband said smelled very nice, and he also said that this smelled a little soapy to him. So this does come off very clean and slightly soapy, soft, powdery, feminine, and luxurious. Overall, this is such a luxurious smelling fragrance. This is one that if you enjoy soft feminine scents, if you enjoy powdery scents, if you don't mind a modern rose fragrance, I would highly recommend. This is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for longevity because this lasts and lasts and lasts on the clothes. I did the PJ test with this one and it was going strong the next morning and still projecting within my scent bubble. So this is amazing. This one does project, although it doesn't project like the other ones, but it projects beautifully. I think moderate projection for this one. And the sillage is amazing. This is another scent that clings to the air. People will smell you when you walk past. So I love that about this fragrance. And overall, this just smells luxurious. This encapsulates femininity and luxury in a bottle. So this is Haramain's Janoon Rose. All right, friend, if you're still here, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday. For me and my family, we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. And for me, Easter or Resurrection Sunday, as we call it in my house, is a reminder that there is more to life. There's more to life and God has more for you. So if you're in a place today where you're not sure of your purpose, you're frustrated with where you are, you feel like you're in a rut, there is more to life. You just have to seek it. You have to be willing to seek it out. I was reading the Bible this morning and it was talking about how we should be seeking wisdom. Wisdom should be sought as if you're looking for hidden treasure. And how would you look for hidden treasure? You would put everything you've got into looking for some hidden treasure. If I was privy to where a piece of treasure was and I knew exactly where the treasure chest was, I would exhaust all of my resources to find that treasure. And that's how we should be seeking wisdom. So keep your head up, friend. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.